got revelation that God was testing me. That was the first biggest test that I've ever gotten from God. So God was basically testing to see if I would stand on His word, if I would stand on truth, if I would, walk it out in righteousness, if I would obey Him. That was technically what was happening. People see deportation as rejection or failure, but sometimes it's just divine alignment. Welcome back, Spirit-led family. If you are a first-time viewer, if this is your first time tuning in, a very great welcome to you. If you are a returning subscribee or a returning viewee, welcome, and make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I see you. Yes, I see you. You just come in and view my videos without subscribing. Yes, I am talking right into you. Anyway, let's get into this video. My time in Canada has come to an end. The verse that says, under the heavens there's a time and season for everything, a time to laugh, a time to smile, a time to, you know what I mean. Life is based off on seasons, right? That's just how it is, right? I want to just, bring down the message as narrow as to, I just want to dissect what I'm trying to say or what I'm trying to share, as you know that this journey, this channel is based off on testimonial foundation as its core, and it's established to help women like you yourself watching this to be encouraged and to empower you through the power of testimonies. And so many times we come up here and just sharing the good parts, or the good testimonies and stuff like that. And if you look at the word testimony, honestly, it's the first initial word from testimony is test. So in other words, you go through life tests in order to come out with a testimony, right? So yeah, just to recap again, if you're a first time viewer, what my channel is all about. My channel is basically all about sharing my personal journey with Jesus Christ, as means to share testimonials, to empower and to encourage other like-minded women like yourself watching this, right? I am being deported, and you might be looking at me from that lens and be like, but why is she smiling? Why is she, anyone in her position would probably be stressed out and all of that. Well, calm down, okay? We're gonna get to that part, but the initial of all of this is the hand and of the Lord, and how much God has been on me, not just in my spiritual walk, but as well as just overall, general, everything, my journey itself in Canada and my experiences itself in Canada. Okay, so where do we start? Let's start from the beginning. So when I arrived in Canada, right, I came in a very I came in a very unrighteous way. So I came in lying. Yeah, so I lied. My method of entering Canada, I lied, and a year, or should I say 2 years in? A year and a half? A year and 6 months in, that's where I started developing, this desire to get to know God for myself. And it all started off with baptism, 27 January 2024. Yes. And ever since then, my life has never been the same. My life has changed so much in the most profound, amazing way possible, right? So one of the things, as you know, as living for the Lord, is that we get convicted by our actions and the things that we do. And so I remember one night working on a night shift, and there was the timing when I got my how should I say, communication from from the immigration office about my hearing date. So I had a hearing date upcoming, and this was after I already submitted false information. Well, technically it was not, well, I don't want to justify my wrongdoing at the time, but technically 80% of what was in what I filed for was truth, and the 20% is what was not truthful, right? So just to kind of like give you like a little bit of the nature of what it was. And fast forward, I remember going to God for counsel. I'm like, God, now that I'm walking with you, like, what's the right thing to do? You know, like, because like I said, like I mentioned, like we're being convicted now, right? So I went to God about it. The first thing I went to God about it, I seek counsel. Let me make sure this thing is recording. It's connected. Okay. Yeah, so I seeked the Lord's counsel, and I remember very well hearing the Lord say to me, tell the truth. Tell the truth and do a 3-day Aster fast. And I was like, okay, tell the truth and do a 3-day Aster fast. And I was like, okay, if I tell the truth and I do the 3-day Aster fast, and God is gonna, you know, gonna have favor. He's gonna help me. Okay, is it shaky? Okay, maybe not. Sorry. Yeah, then the Lord is gonna like have mercy on me, and He's gonna like help me with this, right? And so I did that. I went to my lawyer and I told her like, hey, I'm gonna have to change my story like 100% to the truth. And she looked at me crazy. She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is like basically you telling the authorities that I'm just playing in your face, like I lied to you, and your chances are going to be very slim. And regardless of what she told me, I went along, and I stood on truth. And you know the words that says that when you follow Christ, that you're going to face trials and tribulations, oppositions are going to come your way and stuff like that. So obviously this lawyer wanted to protect her reputation, respectfully understand, you know, and she didn't want to like, you know, like misrepresent not just me, but like her name and stuff like that, right? So just like the 2 days prior to my hearing, she like removed herself from the equation. So basically I had no lawyer to represent me. I had just myself and God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and a very close spiritual friend at the time that was there for me. And so I went to the Lord. I'm like, God, you know, what now? And then the Holy Spirit was just reaffirming that I'm with you. Just do your part. I am with you. And on the day of my hearing, it felt so silly, because I am like speaking to the person, what do they call it? Minister? Yeah, I think something like that. Pardon me, I forgot the name. And as I'm talking to this person, I know that what I'm speaking and saying doesn't have a lot of weight to defend even or justify my story. Like, I know that I'm wasting his time, I'm wasting my time, and that this is a dead story. But deep within me in that moment, the Spirit of God was with me, reminding me that I'm with you, I'm with you. And it was a challenging time, to be honest, but the Spirit of the Lord kept on reminding me that I'm with you, and I think that was the most essential part for me through the process, regardless of, you know. And yeah, and then eventually I got feedback from my hearing, and as I got my mail, I was so excited. I think I was so excited. I was so excited. I have a video of it. I have a video somewhere in my phone. I was so excited that day. I was so excited. Yeah, so on that day specifically, I was so excited, like, to open my mail and like to no, I'm skipping some parts right now. Before my hearing, I did the 3-day fast, like just right before. I did the 3-day fast where I had no food, no water, and I didn't think I was gonna make it, but God, I didn't think I was able, I didn't think I had it within me to do the 3-day fast, but it was the Lord's strength that kept me through those 3 days. And yeah, I did the 3-day Aster fast. It was so powerful to the point where I would like encounter God on a very deeper level. Like like, I don't know how to say it, but I don't know how to express the supernatural encounters, to be honest, but it was so supernaturally fulfilling. I don't know how to explain it, guys. Like, you know when you're hungry and you eat and you're satisfied? Yeah, it was that, but on a spiritual level. And so that was that. And then I had the hearing, and you know, I was nervous and all that, you know, but the Spirit of the Lord was with me. Fast forward, I got my mail, I think within 3 weeks. Most people get their answers on the same day, from what I heard. And when I got the mail, I was so excited. I was like, God, I believe that you have done it for me, because number one, I told the truth. Number two, I did the 3-day ask to fast. So I was like, yes, you know. And as I opened that mail, I was shattered. I was like, what? It was negative response. I was like, God, but you say to tell the truth and to do a 3-day fast. What is this? I was crushed for a moment, you know. I was crushed. And one thing that I've learned is don't sit too much in your emotions. It's okay to feel, but don't sit too much on your emotions. A few days passed and I got revelation that God was testing me. That was the first biggest test that I've ever gotten from God. So God was basically testing to see if I would stand on His word, if I would stand on truth, if I would, you know, walk it out in righteousness, if I would obey Him. That was technically what was happening. Anyway, fast forward, I had to go through other protocols, other steps, you know, and quite frankly, God actually did tell me that He was gonna help me, but not through that. Because number one, the way I entered was not built off on His foundation and built off of His word or His character or His nature. So I was in a season where God was basically just like breaking off all the foundations, all the faulty foundations that He did not establish. And it was like foundations that was set obviously before my existence, as well as foundations of this case scenario.